Hello students, I hope you are doing well. So continuing chapter General Principles and Processes of Isolation of Elements, today we are going to study about the electrochemical principles of metallurgy and extraction of metals both by oxidation and reduction. In the previous videos we have discussed about pyrometallurgy, which is used to reduce the oxides of less reactive metals. But it is not applicable in case of highly reactive metals like sodium, potassium, magnesium, aluminium, etc. because these metals are very strong reducing agents. And if we use pyrometallurgy to extract these metals, the liberated metal combines with carbon at high temperatures to form the carbide. Therefore, these metals are extracted by the electrolysis of their fused salts using suitable electrodes. The electrochemical principles of this method, that is electrolysis, can be understood in terms of the equation delta G naught equal to minus NFE naught, where N is the number of electrons involved in the reduction process and E naught is the standard electrode potential of the redox couple present in the system. The value of standard electrode potential for a metal depends on its reactivity. Thus, it differs from metal to metal. More reactive metals have high E naught values, whereas less reactive metals have low E naught values. It is difficult to reduce metals that have high E naught values. If the difference between the E naught values of two metals is positive, then the value of delta G naught will be negative. Hence, the less reactive metal will come out of the solution and the more reactive metal will go into the solution. For example, the reduction of copper to positive to copper in the presence of iron. In a simple electrolysis process, the positive ions always move towards the negative electrode called the cathode. For every electrolysis process, we need to take some precautions. We always should consider the reactivity of the metal produced in the electrolysis. Use suitable material as the electrodes. Sometimes, an additional substance called the flux is added to increase the conductivity of molten mass. The process of extracting a metal by electrolysis of its fused salt is called electrometallurgy. In this process, electrons serve as the reducing agent. The metallurgy of aluminium is the best example of reduction of metals by electrolysis. Fused alumina is a bad conductor of electricity. Therefore, cryolite and fluorspar are added to purified alumina, which make alumina a good conductor of electricity and also reduce the melting point of the mix to around 1173 Kelvin. This mixture of alumina, cryolite and fluorspar is taken as electrolyte. In this process, the electrolyte is taken in a steel or an iron container lined with carbon, which acts as the cathode. A number of graphite rods immersed in the electrolyte act as anode. This process is also known as Hall-Héroult process. When current is passed, all the aluminium ions, that is Al3 positive ions, move towards the cathode. Oxygen is liberated at anode, which reacts with carbon atoms of anode to form carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Finally, the anode will be burnt away. In this way, for every kilogram of aluminium produced, about half a kilogram of carbon will burn away at the anode. These are the reactions which take place at cathode and anode. Now the next topic to study is the extraction of metals both by oxidation and reduction. Here we have one new term. It is hydrometallurgy. The process of extraction of metals by dissolving the ore in a suitable solvent followed by precipitation or displacement of the metal by a more reactive or more electropositive metal is called hydrometallurgy. The extraction of copper from low-grade ores, silver and gold are the examples of hydrometallurgy. The low-grade ores are leached by treating with an acid or bacteria when copper metal goes into the solution as Cu2 positive ions. The solution containing Cu2 positive ions is then treated with scrap iron or hydrogen gas to obtain copper. Since the standard electrode potential of iron redox couple or that of hydrogen redox couple is lower than that of copper redox couple, Therefore, iron and hydrogen can displace copper from Cu2 positive ions. Silver and gold are also among the metals which are extracted by both oxidation and reduction. We have already studied silver and gold are extracted by leaching their ores by cyanide ions. During the leaching process, silver and gold are treated with sodium or potassium cyanide in the presence of air to form their respective soluble complexes. In this process, silver is oxidized to Ag1 positive and gold is oxidized to Au1 positive. The next step is recovery of the metals from their respective complexes by reduction or displacement using zinc. Here, zinc acts as a reducing agent.